Now, after an impressive debut in the Aussie Racing Cars Championship, a virtual racing champion is planning to pursue a motorsport career on the track.
Our reporter Claire Aird caught up with Madison Down at a racing simulator centre in Sydney.
Among the V8 Supercar champions like Jamie Whincup and Craig Lowndes racing in the Sydney 500 at Homebush at the weekend, there was a new face, 19-year-old Madison Down. Although he's not your usual competitor, he got his start racing in simulators like these, and he's had the opportunity to translate this to the real world. Madison, tell me how you went in the competition at the weekend.
Yeah, pretty well, I think. Managed to keep out of all the fences and finished, best result was 17th, and that was race 1 and my first ever race, believe it or not. And unfortunately the car didn't quite go to plan in race 2 and we had a bit of a failure, so that kind of made it hard to get any kind of decent result, but we managed to fight our way back through the field, so I was really happy with my pace and yeah, overall happy with the weekend for sure.
Now this isn't quite the V8s, but it's not too far away, was it?
No, it's a support category for the V8 Supercar series, so you see a lot of developing and upcoming drivers that have been racing for a lot of years and are trying to make a professional career out of motor racing, and yeah, so it's very competitive. There's about 39 cars at Sydney, so yeah, it was plenty of drivers and cars in the field, so yeah, well, I was ecstatic, as I said, to finish mid-pack. I couldn't be happier.
Whilst that was your first opportunity to race in the real world, anyone who knows anything about iRacing would know your name already. Can you tell me about the virtual competition that you've been involved in?
Yeah, so I race in a series called the iRacing V8 Supercar Series, and we run that every Monday night, so there's a race every single week. There's 4 championships a year, and in the last 3 years I've managed to win 7. So
now, how much training do you have to do in a sim to be able to race in that competition at a high level?
I've put hours in simulators before, so yeah, I know I'm back to front, but I think they help with concentration a fair bit. Not so much the actual physical, obviously, because you're not really moving in the simulator, but yeah, the mental concentration that you need in racing is huge. You just, all the time you need to be concentrating, and especially at a track like Sydney where any small mistake ends your weekend and there's thousands of dollars gone from hitting a concrete wall. So yeah, for sure the concentration that you need in the simulator is as high as real life.
Now you got your start in go-karts. Tell me about what happened from there.
Yeah, I started just driving go-karts at the age of 7, so I've been doing that all the way from there through my teens, and never really had the funds to go racing, unfortunately. It's a big jump just from practice days to racing. But yeah, I've also driven a Cobra replica at track days and hot lap events as well when I was 16, so that's my father's car, but again, no real money to actually go racing properly, so it was great to get an opportunity through Race to Reality to have a crack at it in the big stage, basically.
Okay, so what's the plan now? Would you like to change from this kind of racing to really out on the track?
Yeah, for sure. We all do the simulator stuff as filler time between real racing if we can afford to do it. So yeah, I'd love to get back in a real race car and have another go. I had an absolute blast on the weekend, and I think the results are pretty good, and hopefully with a bit more laps in the real world I'd be a little bit more competitive, and I think yeah, if I can get a few drives next year, possibly a few top 10 finishes on the cards maybe.
Madison Down, at the virtual track, I was going to say, sort of the track.
A few top 10, but it's a computer game, it's not real.
No, they take a lot of skill.
I know.
For the first time in ages on the weekend, I went in one of those car racing machines,
and
crashed badly.
no.
And of course, unlike driving day to day, sort of accelerate and sort of take lots of risks.
Yes.
Awful.
Oversteer, spin off the
Oversteer,
track.
crash, the
Oh,
barrier,
Oh, that's
into
unfortunate.
barrels, awful. So hats off to Madison Down.
I'm just very glad that you're in a safe space to do all that. Michael, that's very good. Safe for you and safe for everybody else on the road.
Indeed. Good morning, these are our top stories.